Okay, hey guys, I'm driving again. As you can see, it's gotten cold out. Really means it's about time for me to head south. Not even joking. Anyways, super teachable moment for me today, and since I'm on the road, I just wanted to share. So I am leaving. Plan is for me to leave in 1 week for Austin, Texas. Found an amazing job. I said something about that yesterday, and there's just a ton of energy around it, and I really struggle to come up with words to even describe the energy that I'm feeling. But it's like a pressure behind my heart chakra in my chest, and it's just like pushing me forward. Like I feel like it's like I can't resist it. I'm sure I could if I wanted to, but I was just talking with a friend, and the analogy or the image that popped into my mind was, people talk about riding the wave, just ride the wave, go with the flow. And I literally feel like I'm on top of the wave. And yeah, it's a bit rocky and it's going really fast. And it kind of freaks my system out. Like my system feels like it wants to like reach out and grab onto something to stabilize. And I could do that. But what that really ends up looking like when you're on a wave is just struggling, because it's a wave. There's nothing to hold on to, and it's got this energy of like feeling like you're drowning. Whereas think of a surfer, they're on top of a freaking wave. They're not fighting it. What they're doing is they're up on top of it looking around. And when I do that in this, when I tune into that energy and I stop trying to hold on to something, which is really holding on to what's comfortable, right? And I stop doing that and I go, okay, well, what if I just opened up to the energy? What if I just went on top of this wave and lifted my head and looked around to see what was around me and where I was going and the beautiful things that are out there, rather than the clutch on and hold on. So instead of holding on to something that feels comfortable, embracing the energy of it, of this forward momentum, and seeing where it leads. So it kind of brings me to this teachable thing today. So I've been working with this shopping app. So I grocery shop for people, and been doing that for a few weeks, over a month now, I guess. And I'm really good at it. I had to shop for years. Obviously, we all have to shop, but I mean, raising 4 kids, I have spent my fair share of time in grocery stores. Anyways, over the years, I've also been a discerning shopper too, looking at labels and things like that too. So I kind of know where to find like the organic stuff and things like that. Anyways, tangent. You have to set your hours a week in advance. And so what I've been doing is just picking hours that are kind of all day, like 9 to 5. I don't like to deliver at night. So, and then as the days get closer, I refine my schedule based on what comes up. So it's got a lot of flexibility, which is very important to me. And I flourish the best in that kind of environment. So I did that last week. I scheduled this. Well, I now have this plan to leave in a week. So I set, vacation time next week, took some days off for my drive. And anyways, got up today, was all ready to start working, and was waiting for orders to show up. And finally, I'm like, it's kind of weird. Like, no orders are showing up. And then I get this notification to go to Chillicothe. Well, I'm in Columbus. I'm on the north side of Columbus. Chillicothe is an hour away from me to the south. And I'm like, how the hell did that happen? So I go in there and I look, and more than half of my schedule for this week is scheduled in Chillicothe. No idea how that happened. It was not intentional on my part. And so I'm sitting there and I'm freaking out, right? Because thinking, oh my gosh, I need to make money before I leave. And so my insides are freaking out. And then I'm like, hold on a minute. I had this amazing energy going yesterday after I found this job the night before, and the synchronicity of numbers and things on Sunday that kind of propelled me into that. And the energy of yesterday was just absolutely amazing. And I'm like, damn it, the energy was so great yesterday. I don't want to lose that so quickly. And then I thought, almost immediately, I haven't lost it. So if I haven't lost that energy, and I believe that, what else could this mean? In other words, how is this mess, quote unquote, mess with my schedule a good thing? And that's when I kind of tuned into this energy, this momentum, forward momentum I've been feeling. And I realized that's when I'm like, oh, go with the wave. Like, I don't know where it's taking me. I don't know why the universe made this quote unquote mess out of my schedule. Apparently, I'm to do something else with my time though. So I did. I contacted them, got some things sorted out, figured out a little better how it works, and now I have mostly an open schedule, because if you don't get your hours scheduled a week in advance, you end up on a wait list to work. So I can do on-demand stuff, but that's about it. And so I'm like, okay, so I have some extra time. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm supposed to be going to Austin a little bit sooner. Actually feels like that's the correct, let me change that language. I don't like that language. That feels right to me when I tune into it. And so right now I'm just going with the flow. I'm going to visit a friend. It's a couple hours drive, and so I have it set up so that I can work on the way, pick up some orders along the way, which will be great. And then, yeah. So the next time something happens that you think of as bad in your life, take a moment and just stop and ask yourself the question. Well, so if you believe that the universe has your back and it always is your highest good and the highest good of all, then what else could that mean to you? What else could it be? What could the universe be trying to tell you? Positive. Don't take it as a negative. I hear people a lot of times will say, oh, well, the universe, thinks that's bad. The universe doesn't think anything is bad. And so it may not be in alignment for you, or for your true path, but it's not a bad thing. So don't ever don't use the universe to chastise you, but ask yourself, what else could this mean? Where might the universe be trying to take me? And I don't know, play with this idea of what if you were just on top of the wave and you enjoyed it rather than fighting it? I can't tell you how excited I am right now for the energy that I'm feeling, for where this is taking me, and I cannot wait to get to Austin. Love you guys.